It's still alive, guys. Manchester City's treble dream continues as they defeat Manchester United 2-1 in the FA Cup final, and I have to say, it was a good final, a great final. United and City battled it out to secure the trophy, but ultimately, the City side dominated the entire match mostly and came out on top. Sad days for United, man. They thought they would get another cup as they already won the Carabao League Cup, but Eric Ten Hag's men just couldn't get over the finish line. İlkay Gündoğan creates history, scoring the fastest goal ever in an FA Cup final. 11 seconds! United were trailing after 11 seconds, and what a goal it was! What a goal it was! I have to say, David De Gea, bad performance. Bad performance by David De Gea, the goalkeeper of Manchester United. He needed to save those. He had to save those. It was a final. You have to dive. You have to make sure that you're stopping the ball no matter what. And David De Gea disappointed. İlkay Gündoğan creating history, also scoring the second goal for the City side, and then it was just a stroll in the park. Bruno Fernandes scored one goal to equalize 1-1 at a certain point through a penalty, but it just wasn't enough. United were trying to create chances, they were trying to get into the box, but they lacked a lethal finisher, which they desperately wanted today. Wout isn't the one, guys. Wout isn't the one. I still feel if United had Cristiano Ronaldo, they secured the Carabao Cup, surely they secured the FA Cup, and they secured the UEFA Europa League. They could have potentially won 3 trophies if there was just no rift between Ronaldo and United. Some things are just not meant to be. That's what I felt. City winning 2-1 in the FA Cup final, and now the treble dream is on the last stop. Champions League final awaits them next week versus Inter Milan, and oh boy, everybody knows the favourites are Manchester City. Inter Milan, surely they reached the final, but they obviously had a much easier route to the final in comparison to Manchester City. Defeating Real Madrid, the Spanish giants, and then defeating Bayern Munich also. City deserved this treble. Honestly, City deserved this. Last season, what they lacked was a lethal striker. They signed one of the best strikers in the game, Erling Haaland. He has over 50 goals for Manchester City this season. And they are surely winning the treble. I feel like Pep Guardiola has done it again. Last time he won it with Barcelona. This time he's winning with Manchester City. You have to commend the City side, even though they are the direct rivals to Manchester United, who I support. But when a team is deadly good, a super team, a super giants, they need to be appreciated. They strolled over Real Madrid. Last season, Real Madrid came back, but this season, they literally strolled over them, defeating them 4-1 in the second leg. 4-1, guys. It's insane. This time in the FA Cup final, it was a bit of a more competitive match. I felt like Manchester City were not at their best. They could have done so much better. So much better, and this City side lacked the lethal technicality that we always see from Pep Guardiola's side. Erling Haaland not at his best. Manchester City's midfield sometimes lagged, and United were trying to take advantage of it through counter-attacks. They succeeded sometimes. They got into the box. They had shots, but they just couldn't convert. I know in the 90th minute of the match, Scott McTominay literally had the ball handed to him at his foot, but he just couldn't control it and score. So, you have to say Manchester City deserved this. United, they tried hard, but City, they just deserve this treble, and I know this is coming. It will be such a big upset if Pep Guardiola doesn't win the Champions League with Manchester City even once. It's a bit of a shocker, guys. I'm gonna shock you. City haven't won the Champions League. Never, not even with Guardiola. They have bottled in the semi-finals against Real Madrid. They have bottled against Tottenham Hotspur. They have bottled the final against Chelsea. But now this one is a clear cut, man. Pep Guardiola knows no messing around. No messing around. You don't switch tactics up in the final, which he tends to do. There's no messing about. Erling Haaland, he has got his striker, and he is gonna dismantle Inter Milan. I'll be surprised if Inter comes out on top. I'll be surprised and I'll be happy about it. Stopping Manchester City from winning even one Champions League. I'll be happy. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. It doesn't seem like. Manchester United, it is what it is, guys. City winning a treble is something that is, I think, written in the stars, and they are going ahead. Winning the Premier League, done. Winning the FA Cup, done. Champions League next week awaits us. Like and subscribe for more football updates. It's gonna be a banger of a match. Stay safe.